what all these oils and whatever are, fats in your body get stored in a form that looks kind of like this. Right, so you have this used to be a glycerol, so you've got 3 carbons with 3 alcohol groups hanging off of it. These used to be fatty acids that got plugged into the alcohol group there, right? So what happens is you take this and you add base, right? This actually ends up looking like these.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
The OHs come over here. They've got little electron groups on them. Right? And this oxygen comes into here and it gives this carbon some of its electrons. These electrons go onto that oxygen.
Oh.
And these... okay, so you end up... and these go onto the oxygen that way, and you end up an H plus from here.
Okay.
And if you do it, you have to have 3 of these.
3 of those, right? Okay.
You end up, you're going to have Na pluses left over from up here.
From there, yeah.
Right? We're going to have
and
the glycerin.
Oh.
And we're going to have 3 of these fatty acids that have an oxygen here with a negative.
Oh,
right, so
okay.
This oxygen here, negative, sees the positive from over here, and you end up with a sodium version of this salt.
Of that salt.
And this is the soap.
Oh.
So you have these big long fatty chains that,
yes.
that intersperse with the dirt and like dirt.
And they
you have
like
this
dirt.
carboxylic acid group that really likes water.
Oh.
And so this embeds itself in the dirt, and the water comes along and grabs this tail
and washes it off.
Right? But this is not so good for your skin.
Okay.
And it's the leftover versions of these that you have that are okay for your skin. And actually, if you put a hydrogen on here, that becomes a little bit better for your skin, but you have some, there are a lot of free fatty acids in your skin and whatever too.
Right.
And it's, these can be a little more irritating.
Okay.
But not always.
So what makes it good for your skin?
The glycerin, the extra oils in there, like the whole oil.
The whole oil, not just the
free fatty acid.
Okay.
And then what we've done when we pick all of the different oils is we've changed these chains. You don't have to put 3 of the same thing in here.
Oh.
As long as it's a big long
It's a big
chain,
long chain.
It can have double bonds in it. It can have other stuff in it. Like double bonds are just what's going to make it an unsaturated oil.
Okay.
You can.
And the single bonds are what?
If it's completely single bonds, it's all saturated. You
Okay.
have as much hydrogen in that tail as it will hold.
Okay.
It's saturated.
It's saturated. Okay.
But, when you have unsaturated things, I've got a double bond here. This is a vulnerable site for attack. This makes it so that this whole thing doesn't crystallize as easily because it doesn't pack as nice.
Oh.
But it also makes it so that it's easier to go rancid because this is somewhere that oxygen can attack.
Oh, okay.
So that's why your unsaturated, the unsaturated oils that they have, a lot of them will go rancid faster
Okay.
than other things. When you hydrogenate something, which is what they do to make soybean oil into Crisco, they take out all the double bonds.
Oh, is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it makes it more solid because with all these
Right,
chains
with all
being all exactly the same,
they
and they're all these
fit
little
mesh
stair-step
together
things,
better.
They line up into Crisco.
Yes. Oh, okay.
When you have a double bond, it has to be either this shape or that shape. This
Oh.
is a cis double bond. This is a trans double bond.
Okay.
Right? So
Yeah.
no trans fatty acids in your shortening.
Yes.
It's all this kind of double bond.
Ah.
Or sorry, it's all this kind of double bond. This is trans.
The trans.
And this is cis.
Oh.
So, and when you have a whole bunch of these, you can make the stair-step thing and you can make crystals, but if you have some of that, it'll knock the crystal out of alignment and it'll stay liquid longer. Or to lower temperatures, I guess.
Right.
That kind of thing. So how big and long these chains are tell you things like what the melting point is.
So we had the 2 and the oil and the olive oil. So
if we go look up olive oil and
camellia oil and mango butter.